So I got involved with the Affirming journey right from the very beginning after it was announced that that was going to be done here at the church. So I kind of jumped on board right away. Even though I wasn't publicly out at that point in time, I was very excited that the church was going to embark on this journey, and I wanted to be involved with it.
I didn't realize some of the challenges that this church and other churches have in becoming affirming.
There is an educational process that is provided by Affirm United that says, okay, here's the process, and it's laid out over several months, and that you need to do that educational work. It can be done in a variety of ways. And then eventually the congregation needs to take a congregational vote and say, yes, we choose deliberately and consciously to become an affirming congregation. And then you have a worship celebration and maintain your connection to Affirm United so that you're not just on your own, you're part of a network.
I think when we had the vote that day, we had specifically said we don't want percentages, we simply want pass-fail. It's 75 plus in order to be a pass, and that's all we need to know.
When the vote was yes, it was amazing. Excitement for the congregation, excitement for the queer community that yes, we now have a church here in Grande Prairie that says you can be part of us in every part of church life, and we're here to support you, kind of thing.
My heart just blew up because it was such a wonderful feeling. We have to begin that dialogue to how do we make this building feel like it's a safe place for you? Because it's a safe place for me, but I want it to be a safe place for you as well.
Seeds of Hope is the Foundation's main granting program meant to support congregations, communities of faith across the country in the innovative and meaningful ministry that they do. I know St. Paul's through their application to the Seeds of Hope granting program and through the sort of second-hand relaying of some of the work that one of our board members, the Very Reverend Dr. Gary Patterson, did with the congregation. And so I've sort of watched from afar as they've gone through their journey and what it's brought for them.
We would have struggled to have the money to do all the things we did with our affirming journey. They gave us a grant of $6,000, and we used all of it and more. But it has been so positive that we totally have appreciated it.
It's nice that I can go somewhere and speak freely and be accepted for who I am.
Of course, being affirming means being public and intentional and explicit about inclusion. And so having pride flags around and just having all of those things has made it much more, it's clear, it's much more clear to see that this church is affirming. There has been that building of relationship and building of trust, and so that has had a very positive impact, I think, both ways. It's not just, one way or the other, because we learn about each other and learn to understand each other.
About a year ago, they brought me in to do a gender and sexual diversity presentation, which had great success. We had members of their congregation come in, and we went through all of the education around gender and sexual diversity. And so with that, we've built relationships with the church. And so I think it's important that having an affirming church is kind of allowing queer people to regain back and build those relationships with their faith again.
It's given me an avenue where I can be open with my faith. I always have had that relationship with the man upstairs. Having my faith here at St. Paul's is It's going to be a good thing.
Don't be afraid. Like, don't let fear stop you from reaching out to these people. Like, walk through that.
We don't fight.
We don't fight. We don't have horns. Like, we're just regular people.
Be open, be open-minded. We're not the freaks that people set us out to be. We're human. We bleed red just like everybody else.
I have lots of hope for the United Church of Canada, the inclusion of 2S LGBTQIA plus people and more beyond. Everybody, inclusion of everybody. I have great hope that that can make a difference in our society.
To be affirming means that you've started something that is going on to infinity. It is a piece of your growth and you as a person and your personality, and it's the way you begin to see the world differently. And so there is no end to it. We are an affirming congregation, and we're proud of it.